I ran upon a really cool story that I really enjoy. This is in the winter of around 1911, 1912. And this man on the right is Captain Robert Falcon Scott. This is a British explorer, a Navy captain who decided that he wanted to go someplace where no person had been before, which was the South Pole. At this time of the world, most of the world had been discovered. There weren't any continents to discover. There weren't any new lands, really, other than a few places like this South Pole. And so he put together a team, an expedition of over 50 men, and they sailed to Antarctica. And they had a combination of dogs, they had ponies, they had the first three motor sledges, like early snowmobiles. And they slowly worked their way to the South Pole. And 5 men made it to the South Pole. And this is the picture of that event. Now, in his journal, this is what you read of the day he arrived. This is what he said. "The worst has happened. All the daydreams must go. Great God, this is an awful place." Why would he say this after accomplishing this dream of reaching the South Pole? Why would he say this is such an awful place? Why would he say the daydreams are gone? Nope, something else. That's a good guess, though.
The journey is over?
Nope, something else. I'm going to give you guys some clues. Look on the top of the tent. Is that a British flag? What flag is that? Does anyone know? It's Norway's. It's a Norwegian flag. He was beat. Someone got there about 32 or 33 days before him. So these are the first people to reach the South Pole. It's a Norwegian team. There were 5 men that reached the pole. On the left, that's Roald Amundsen. And he was a crazy explorer. This is a true adventurer. He grew up in the Arctic regions of the world, skiing. He went and spent years living with Eskimos, learning how to use dog sleds, learning how to manage dogs, learning how to make fur clothing where he could stay warm but not sweat. And he prepared his entire life for this event. And where the British team had tons of money, tons of resources, 50 men that started this expedition, these guys started with 5 men, and they finished with 5 men. We don't know a whole lot about their story because all we have is their journals, because all of them died on the way back from the South Pole. Not one of them survived. They froze to death. These guys all made it back. And so why did they make it back when the other team failed? Why did they get there so much faster than the other team? This is what he says. "I may say that this is the greatest factor, the way in which every difficulty is foreseen and precautions taken for meeting or avoiding it. Victory awaits him who has everything in order. Luck, people call it. Defeat is certain for him who has neglected to take the necessary precautions in time. This is called bad luck." And this is so true. I mean, this is entrepreneurship as well. Of course, there's always luck involved in everything we do in life. But through preparation and by working to foresee all possible problems and challenges, you can succeed. And if you go in without doing that, that's what's called bad luck, and bad things happen.